Welcome back, my friends. My name is Eric. This is Rome. We're back some more MechWarrior 5 clans. We're working our Ghost Bear save, and we are ready for the Iron Wall.
Thank you for joining me, Ghost Bears.
How is your mech, Sakan?
The techs believe they can salvage it.
Good. We want you back on the field with us.
I will be. Shortly.
Has there been a new development?
Since before we arrived, we've been trying to locate the heart of their mech production. If we could gain control of it, and cripple the DCMS's reinforcement capabilities, it would mean El Shane would fall much faster.
The DCMS has used misdirection and various tactics to mask their high-value targets.
But we have uncovered a major one.
In the city of Bergen, an old map of the region showed a factory power grid powering all mech manufacturing in the surrounding area. Then it disappeared.
But there are no logs showing any attacks in the area that could have leveled it.
And a building does not just get up and walk away.
I had our watch conduct multi-spectrum scanning in regions we already covered. And we got a hit. The Caretans were using a thermal cloaking device to obscure the facility.
But now the tarp is off.
We will insert into the city of Bergen and secure that factory. If we knock out the grid, powering all of their mech production and repairs in the region,
they will have a tough time making war.
But this will be no easy task. Scans show the facility is very well defended. The second have artillery and fighters at their disposal. Star Captain Lilith, you will insert from the caves on this approach point here. Your objective is to enter the facility at the main entrance here.
No back doors on this one.
The gate will be sealed, so you will need to override it to get inside. I will lead Alpha and Charlie on the other side of the facility here and engage their forces. We will try and buy you enough time to secure the facility. Once that is done, we will link up at the rally point here. Striking at this facility will be a major blow to the DCMS, Ghost Bears. Gear up and let us move out.
Who are the DCMS Ghost Bears? I'm so confused. Pretty sure there should have been a comma in there, but you know. So we get 475 tons. All right. I don't have nearly that much in here at the moment. We got 440, so in theory we could go an extra 35 tons. I don't really know what we would do to do that. I mean, we get some more executioners. They are, what, 95 tons? Warhawks are 85, as opposed to, what are we at right now? Well, I mean, I've already got 3 executioners, a Timberwolf, and a Gargoyle. So we could potentially raise those 2 up. It might not be the worst idea to move this up, but I do like the fact that it's got some AMS. Yeah, there's not a whole lot I could do. I mean, we could 28 damage. I mean, it says 21, but it does have some AMS. This would have 28 with the large pulse, the 4 LRMs. We could give that a go. We could move this one over to here. Move this one up to here. Of course, we could just go with my special new executioner build, which this one is not. Edit. Let's go here. Apply loadout. Confirm. I mean, that would get us a lot of AMS, right? Because we could just run 5 mechs with AMS. LRM-20s and UACs. I mean, it's not the worst thing in the world. And jump jets. What type of... 15. It's not a huge amount of damage, according to, all of this. But it would have some defense and some mobility. And obviously a lot of armor, right? What does it say? It gives you every armor. 549. What do you have? 399. 549. All right, so the Gargoyle's got the same armor. Slightly better DPS, but no AMS. But still, I like the medium lasers. That's not a bad build. So he wouldn't have missiles of any sort, either for defense or attack. And then this executioner again would be 15. This has 519, so almost as much armor, and a little bit more, and it's got AMS. And she would get bonuses, 1, 2, 3 bonuses for that, as opposed for the Executioner, she's just going to get 2 bonuses. You know, we'll give that a go. I think that's okay. Like I said, it is less tonnage, but it's very similar armor, more DPS, and we've got AMS with it. I mean, we could always go back to a Hellbringer, but it's got so much less armor. You know, it does have AMS and even more damage and ECM, which would be nice. It'd be nice if some of the big mechs had ECM. They give you a bonus for it, but then they don't really give you anything that can use it. I don't believe there's anything here that's got ECM. He does not. I don't think any Executioners have ECM. They do not. Riflemen's didn't. Are any gargoyles have ECM? Is there something we could unlock for that? No ECM for them. So yeah, none of the big mechs have ECM. Any of the Timberwolves? Hold on, I guess we could. I didn't think I saw one, but I could be missing it. Jump jets. Yeah, no ECM there either. So, really, the Hellbringer, the 65 tonner, is the biggest one we can bring that's got ECM on it, which is a little disappointing at the moment. But even though we could just go all Executioners, I think this one's more fun. So we'll go something like this. Oh, I'm going to do a quick save, though, before we start. Save. New. Did I do end of 9? Was that what the last one was? Ready for 10? I still have a cat in my lap, unfortunately, so she's still kind of in the way. She's trying to rest her head on the desk, kind of right where I want to put my hand, but oh well, is what it is. That's my excuse ahead of time if we need one. And iron wall, confirm. We're going in a little bit low, but oh, look at all those missiles. Significantly under tonnage. Yeah, well, again, we've got our excuses all lined up. If we have to, if we think it's going to help, we could go with all Executioners.
Bravo. I do not need to tell you what we are walking into. You studied the mission. We must capture one of their main power hubs on this rock. A lifeline for their forces across the region. These canyons have tested us time and again, and they have not broken us. And they will not now. Ready your weapons. Let us go add significant infrastructure to our holdings in the name of our clan.
Ground teams, status.
All right, I'm going to interrupt what we have going on right now. I was playing the game, and we went through it, and it was a lot of fun, and the early bit was good, but there's a boss battle at the end that absolutely kicked my ass, and it kicked my ass 3 times in a row. Now, we're going to talk about the whys and the wherefores of that ass kicking after I show you how to successfully complete it, and I will tell you where I went wrong. But rather than waste your time watching the 3 failures, or even the first failure and then some highlights of the other 2, we're going to jump ahead a little bit into the next one. And I just think that's going to be a little bit easier. So we have this lance. It was a fun lance. It destroyed the first half absolutely exactly the way I expected it to, but it was not appropriate for the final fight. All right, for this run, we are running 4 Executioners and a Warhawk. I have very little DPS at 12, but I do have 4 ER-PPCs. I've invested in some more heat sinks and a little bit more armor. I took off an LRM just because I didn't want to have to deal with ammo. So not going to be an issue. So we'll see. I do have 576 armor. The Executioners are all identical. They've got 518 armor, 34 DPS in this whole mess of weirdness. They do have SRM6s, but that's the only thing that needs ammo. Everything else is energy. We'll see. I'm not confident.
Ground teams. Status.
Bravo is on the ground.
Charlie is ready and waiting.
This is Star Colonel Zung. My units are in place.
Scanner's showing a heavy concentration of defenders. You know your jobs. Now execute my orders.
Secon.
It will be done.
Copy that.
Once we exit this cave, they will be all over us. Keep moving, no matter what these spheroids throw at us.
As always, we will follow your lead, Star Captain.
Scan mode engaged.
Ghost bears, multiple contacts, bogies in the sky, and active artillery guns.
Get to cover! Get to cover!
Cover points are on your display. Use them!
Scan mode disengaged.
Free birth. This zone is hot.
We have a lot of payback to deliver.
New hostile detected.
Bravo, just keep pushing to the factory entrance. We will keep them tied up out here. F.
Destroyed.
Bravo, keep your damn heads up!
Target destroyed.
Ducking in underneath you here.
Hostile detected. Flee.
Missed with both, really? Okay, fair enough.
Got it! That mech signature is dead!
New target. Target destroyed. Target destroyed. New target.
Hell of a shot, Star Captain!
Target destroyed.
Okay, well, we took a little bit of damage, but we didn't do too badly.
Order received. We are advancing on marked coordinates.
Scan mode engaged. Scanning complete. Scan mode
Order
disengaged.
received.
Kind of put us right
Advancing on
here.
marked coordinates.
It keeps us out of the guns. We'll deal with whoever's next.
New hostile detected.
Mech is offline.
Target destroyed. New target.
This is obviously the fourth time I've run through this fight. And I was a little bit frustrated, so I talked a little bit less than usual here. Concentrated on the game. This first fight doesn't really require it, to be honest, but I find a lot of times the biggest difference in my gameplay from a failure to a win is whether I'm narrating or not. The more I talk, the worse I do. But I do really like this Warhawk. And even though it does say that the DPS is very low, and what did I say, something like a 12 or something like that, the Alpha Strike is just absolutely stupid with the 4 ER-PPCs. And I mean, you see me just absolutely obliterate mechs in a single salvo. It doesn't matter if I can't keep it up forever because it only takes one shot. I mean, like that. I mean, it's just absolutely crazy. So there's first level. Essentially, you work your way up. There are shielded deals like this right here, plates that come up that shield on both sides of the valley. The first time I did this, I kind of popped them all, ran back and forth, but you don't need to. Just pick one side, run down it. You have this artillery up here at the top, but it really only attacks down the middle of the valley. So as long as you stay to one side or the other, you're pretty much okay. The way I did it the first time was absolutely the wrong way to do it. So you see us, we're just moving up the valley here. We're going to finish off a few things. I'll stop talking now and take us back to the live narration such as it is, and move Jade off the keyboard again.
Target destroyed.
Bravo is advancing.
Scan mode engaged.
Knocked out that target. Target zone is set. Moving with you, Star Captain.
Disengaged.
Coordinates locked. Moving.
Scan mode
Got it.
engaged.
Buy me a few more seconds to kick it open.
No, I think we're doing okay. I mean,
Scanning complete. Scanning complete. Scanning complete. Scanning complete.
Okay, let us move
Scanning
in.
complete.
We are entering the factory, Sakan.
Overridden.
Good
Scan
luck.
mode disengaged.
All right. Our first objective is to hit the power generators. Short range is picking up signatures.
At least we know where they are. Cowards cannot sneak up on us again.
I am sure if there are cracks for them to hide in, they will find them.
These corridors are narrow. They could try and bottleneck us.
And we will push through. Eyes on the generators. Take them out. Generators are down.
We could have used Sean on this one. He was the best at close quarter combat.
Have I not acquitted myself well? You have given us less reason to doubt your abilities in battle. But you have yet to prove you are a true team player.
Target destroyed.
I will prove it.
Then focus. We have work to do.
Second Max, bring them down.
Destroyed.
Generator room is secure.
That worked okay.
Bravo Command, give me an update. We hit the generators. Advancing to the energy control room. Acknowledged.
At this point, I know what's coming up. I have a little bit of damage. I know there's a repair facility coming up in front of us. And so what I'm deciding to do is just send the other guys in first, and then I'll follow them up after this and help pick off some other stragglers that are going to come in. It's not a difficult fight per se in this room. It's just a small room, and they do come in from the top. So there's a little bit of kind of verticality involved. But after the initial drop, it's pretty simple. I just wanted to let them take a little bit of the heat on this fight, and as it turns out, stuff died so fast it didn't really matter.
Plenty more. All right, we are in range of the primary energy control room. We knock it out, we can get out of here before any critical damage is done to the facility.
These spheroids seem more than willing to let it burn in a blaze of dishonor.
It is on us to prevent it. It is too important to be reduced to waste.
Target destroyed. Scan mode engaged. Scan
Mech
mode
destroyed.
Scanning complete. Scan mode disengaged. New target. Target destroyed. New hostile detected. Assassin.
Bravo is on the move. Roger that. We are maneuvering now.
I'm gonna let them go first. I've taken a little bit of damage. It's all armor at the moment, but I've taken a fair amount of it.
Great shooting, Star Captain.
New target.
Red down. Red down.
Heat go down a little bit.
Weapons online.
Red down. Red down.
He took a lot of shots.
Alpha Command, this is Bravo. All target objectives achieved. Copy that. Rally up with us in the field. We are getting hammered. F, we are headed to you. The power relays are down. Those repair bays are active. Patch up is needed, Bravo. We are about to jump back into the frying pan. Overriding the door lock. Stand by.
Systems offline. Field repairs complete. Scan mode engaged.
All right, goal this time. We're gonna go after treads right away,
Scan mode.
and then obviously as soon as the vents open, we gotta take care of those.
What the hell? Tara, you have
All right, I skipped the cutscene because I was thinking you'd already seen it 3 times before. What we have here is essentially a giant kind of orbital cannon on treads. And the idea is it is rolling down to the end of this valley where it's going to have a shot, and if we get it down there, it's going to start shooting down our ships. So we need to slow it down and or stop it. It's got a cycle where the guns pop out and they slowly do more and more damage, and then it has kind of an all offense, and then it has to cool down, and it has 4 vents that pop up on the top. And the idea is you're supposed to destroy those 4 vents. There are 4 treads. If you destroy those treads, it will go slower. Now, my initial thought was that it sounded like it would stop based on their description of what was going on if you destroyed the treads. And so my first pass at this was to destroy all the treads. We got all the treads done, but we were pretty close to the end of the valley, and it didn't stop. In fact, I'm not really even sure I noticed a speed decrease after the last tread went down. It is what it is, and we lost. So the next time I said, well, I guess screw that. What happened was the next time okay, let me back up a little bit. The first time I didn't realize the treads did anything initially, and there's the vents there. Initially, I was working on guns, and then they started talking about the treads, and we started working on the treads, but we didn't kill all the treads right away. Then the second time, we focused on the treads because I knew the treads. We managed to get all the treads blown up. There's me shooting at one right there. But it didn't matter. It didn't stop. And at that point, it was too close to the end, and we were unable to do anything, and it rolled through. The third time, I said, screw the treads. Let's just focus on the vents when they pop up. We'll kill guns when they're out there on the vehicle, and then when the vents pop up, we'll shoot the vents, and we'll kill it that way. It goes so fast if you don't destroy the treads that you only really have like 1 real cooldown, and I was able to kill kind of 1, and maybe, I don't remember, maybe we got 2 of the vents out of the 4, and then it just flew out the end of the canyon and destroyed everything. That's when we rethought this one. That initial lance was fine. It was under tonnage. That wasn't a problem. We weren't losing mechs. Mechs weren't dying. Here goes the vents opening up right here. I just decided we needed more DPS to kill the vents, or to kill the treads and the vents, and somehow still make it through. So that's where we're at. We have a much higher DPS lance. It is heavier, but that is immaterial. Really, the biggest difference is the DPS.
Target. Heat critical.
Moving for a clean shot.
Focus fire on the treads. We need to immobilize this thing.
Weapons online. Weapons online. Heat critical.
Direct hit. 1 tread left.
I'm just getting beat up.
Scratched another target.
Bravo. Every tread we hit impedes its mobility. Critical hit.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
Is that it? Did we do it? We just killed it just by killing it? Oh,
That is how you fight like a team, Cub.
just bring an assload of DPS. That's the answer.
You live through a few more of those. Maybe you will prove worthy of a blood name after all. You fought like a demon these last couple ops, Rick. You do belong on the battlefield.
Oh, we're a family again.
I am not suited for a Solomon unit. If you keep fighting like that, your opponents will no longer see a green warrior when they review your codex before a battle.
Alpha, this is Bravo. We have just taken down a monster threat. We need to update what the DCMS have in reserve. We're headed to you now.
Alpha, the rest of the battlefield is secure. This was a great victory for Alpha Galaxy. We need to debrief and refit after that one. The dropship will be standing by at my coordinates.
All right, how do we do? Got some stuff. I don't know. How do we do damage-wise? Actually, we're fine. Really, other than Sarah or Tara, excuse me. Everybody else is in pretty damn good shape. I guess we'll take it. We're going to clear that. We'll go, I don't know, something like that. Some unread notifications. A hunchback, a timberwolf, a direwolf. Ooh, and an executioner. Okay, direwolf might be fun. Should we take a look at it real quick? Facilities, marketplace, mechs, purchase. Timberwolf, direwolf. There we go. 677 armor. We may as well buy it. What else was there to buy? Hunchback. Wait. Oh, that's when I sold them. I'm like, what is going on? It's because I sold it. It was still damaged. Trying to make some money. Okay. Let's take a look at our mech bay for a moment. We're in reasonably good shape. Our Kodiak is not repaired yet, which is a little annoying. I'm going to take your dudes away because I really kind of wanted him for this fight. I don't know that we're going to get enough. Upgrade technicians. Requisition some new ones. Yeah, maybe it'll be ready next time. Do these need all of theirs still? You do. You do not anymore. You do not anymore. You barely do. And you barely do. All right, so that means though we can get, you got your 5. This Warhawk we can go ahead and add everything to. And we did just get a direwolf. So in theory, we could swap it out for something as well. Maybe for my Warhawk. What comes on the Direhawk? 2 Ultra AC5s, 4 large lasers, 4 medium pulses, and an LRM-10. We've got 500. We could unlock something else. The Dash P is what? 1 LRM-20, 2 ER-PPCs. It has ECM. Do we unlock this one to give to Tara? I'm not really a huge fan of, I mean, the rest of it's just 2 ER-PPCs, a couple LRM-20s. I mean, that's not bad. And some, it's got a bunch of medium pulse lasers. Actually, that's not bad. I think we do that. It's the only thing we've seen with ECM in a long time. So we're going to go ahead and throw that in for her. I really don't like this executioner build. It's just too many different things for me. Is really the biggest issue. Maybe we could set it up so it's a little bit better. At the moment, I like my Warhawk. It's got more armor than this does. It's obviously lower tonnage, but I like my 4 PPCs. But let's go ahead and see if there's something I could do with this one to make it something I would like a little bit more. They're running. Let's go. Let's get rid of those. I'm going to go, let's see, right leg, right arm. Right torso. I'll probably put some double heat sinks back in, but for the moment, we're going to run through this. I don't probably need mass because I don't ever use it. I don't know that it's worth it for me. We'll leave it in. I can't take it out. Never mind. It is a requirement of this one. The SRM6s I'm okay with. I like SRMs a lot. Okay. So right arm. We could have something that's big if we want. What if we just go with a boatload of ERMs. I mean, we've done that. We do, how many of these can we do? If we just do medium pulses, and then one large pulse just because we can, because the spot's there, I suppose. Okay, and then right torso could be something big if we want. Or what we could do is we could just do... I wonder. I'm going to redo this here real fast. What if we just do ER mediums? On all these little slots. Let's see what that gets us. Right? And then we go here and we go ER large maybe. Oh, they only take one. Oh. Now, that can be two things, right? Oh, I can only have two things there. Okay, that makes sense. I was thinking I could do... I think we'll just stick with ER mediums here then, right? Then this becomes a double heatsink. That, can that become a double heatsink? Yes. Okay. Okay, maybe not. It was worth the thought, though. I mean, we could put something there. We've got the tonnage. But I think we've got enough DPS at the moment. Right, so maybe these will just be some double heat sinks. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Half a ton of armor? Save new preset. Executioner. Eric. ER. And then we're going to go here. Apply that loadout. Costs us very little money. We could have done something like this too, actually. We could have gone with that, given ourselves some AMS and a targeting computer. That might not be bad either, actually. But let's see what this looks like right now. 26 DPS. Relatively simple. All the medium lasers, the SRM6. So if I were to take that out, edit, and that is, which one did that? It came on the B. Okay. What if we just select a different omnipod. Like that. Then I go ER large here, right? And then left torso. I take that out. I go ER large there. That gets us our ER larges back. We come back over here. We put another double heat sink in. And then... do I have any slot? And then here, I go with another 1/2 ton of ferrofibrous. Save new preset. EI. Sure, why not? EIEIO. Confirm. What does that do for DPS? DPS is still 26. Now I've got AMS. That's not too bad. I've got jump jets. I've got mask. I don't really care about the mask if I'm really honest. I mean, we probably could get rid of that. Where does the mask come in on? Oh, it's on that other torso. Is there a different torso I would rather have? They all have mask? Looks like they all have mask. Okay, so there's no point in there's no point in messing with it. Oh, double heat sinks. I'm like, what is that? There's just general, I think. Yeah, it's just the mask. Okay. Yeah, that's not too bad. I can live with that. I don't know that I like it as much as the ER-PPCs. But 3 weapon groups is pretty easy. It does still do decent damage, and it has some AMS, which I like as well. So we could go here. That's going to get us up to 480. I'm going to go to weapon groups real quick. Well, I probably could have left those where they were at. But I'm not going to. I'm going to go, those go to, whoops, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, those are all ones. Like something like that. And I don't think we have any other paint schemes other than what we got. Nope, nothing else. I think that's it. Whoops. So I'm going to go ahead and save this one since we finally got through that one. Turns out it wasn't that difficult. You just need to bring a boatload of DPS. End of 10. Whoops. End of 10. Oh, you're supposed to hit space, but that doesn't make any sense. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Thumbs up, thumbs down. Don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you next time. Cheers.